أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome back once again to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. For our next item on our today's agenda, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair. Madam Chair, over to you.
Auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I'll call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أعوذ بالله من شر النساء ومن شر الشياطين والسلطان الله. الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنهض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإنما اليسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدرك ما ليلة القدر. ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام يا مدار الفجر. برحمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق نازل الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره عظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God of mercy, giver of life, we thank you for yet another glorious privilege to be alive this day. Visit us in a special way. Our spirit longs for you in our hearts. We are not worthy, Lord, to come into our souls and bodies to turn situations around for us. Enable us to draw more closer to you, Father. Let your blessings from above pour down like rain upon us. Open your floodgates and grant us divine upliftment as we journey on through Jesus Christ our Lord. We pray with praise and thanksgiving. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Okay.
Thank you. Madam Chair, over to you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Ndow.
Morning.
Mr. Baji, can you please check Mr. Bojang's...
Very well.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Council, you may proceed.
You were asked to bring some documents. Do you have
nena dañ la waxon kéro pour soy ñëw té nga andal ay kayit nena am nga andal
waa indi naa yëpp.
yes I brought them.
Yes, can we please have it?
Indi naa gazette bi two copies ak information bi from 2019 2023 but it's in the USB laa ko def.
I brought 2 cassettes and
Information from 2019 to 2020.
the information from 2019 to
License data.
20. That is the license data.
So what is in the flash drive?
Trade license register from 2019 to 2023.
So you use the licensing act. This is the one you have currently in use.
The license act being amelegi.
Yes.
Mona kadido.
Waa bi lañ amee 2019.
That's true. 2011.
We applied to tender the flash drive containing the from 2019 to 2023 license register as presented by the witness.
Mr. Ndow, did you say this covers the period 2019 to 2020?
2023.
2019 to 2020?
23.
23, thank you. The flash drive containing the license registrations covering the period 2019 to 2023 is hereby admitted in evidence as exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/PMN/003.
Ask the commission, please.
Mr. Ndow, you will wait when you are done with your evidence.
Okay.
We check through, you go with the registrar to the IT section.
Okay.
We check through this and confirm that what you have told us is what is contained in the flash.
Okay,
nee na amul lu ñoo def léegi da nga xaar soo paree sa wane bi fii ngay ànd ak registre bi pour ngir mën a dem ngeen check information bi fa nekk àndaa li nga wax fii loolu moo fa nekk wala déet.
Okay.
Very well.
I will also show you your statement of account.
nee na dina la woon sa statement of account.
Yes. Yes, it's mine. So, our small boss.
Yes, this is my statement.
Which bank is that?
Nena ban bank la?
EcoBank.
EcoBank.
How many accounts do you have?
Nena ñata accounts nga am?
Salary account, account B.
My current account and my this account.
All in EcoBank?
Yep, si EcoBank bi la.
No, bena bi B.C.C la, bena bi EcoBank.
The other one in Basic and this one in EcoBank.
Okay, we will need your account details for Basic.
Okay.
Nena dinañ bëgg sa account detail bi nga xam ne pour Basic ah.
We apply to tender the statement of account of the witness. Of EcoBank into evidence as an exhibit. It starts from 2019 to 2023 into evidence as an exhibit.
The EcoBank account maintained by the witness covering the period 2019 to 2023 is hereby admitted, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/PMN/004.
As the commission places. Now, just by way of reminder, you as the acting license manager.
Yes.
Nena legi comme helal la rek nena ya nek acting license manager.
Wow.
Yes.
How do you monitor the license collectors in relation to making sure that the amount of money that they collect is deposited into the bank?
Nena yow naka nga dem monitor be gis ne license collectors yi nga xamne ñoo délégué ci yow dang de mëna monitor pour xam nda deugal lepp li nga xamne jot nañ ko ci nit ñi dañ ko dé ici ci yow.
No. Whether the money is paid to the bank.
Excuse me. Ma nda xaliss bu lu ndé jot nit ñi dañ ko dé fay ci banque bi.
Wa ñun man suñu liggéey as license office.
For me, my work as a licensing office.
As far as xaliss bi jógé na from the vendors to Banjul City Council.
When the monies are collected from the vendors to the Banjul City.
Su ñëwé gaay dugal ko ci sen cash books yi ba paré daf dé dem audit.
And when it is entered or recorded in their cash books, they go ahead to the audit.
Su jógé audit verify ba paré.
From the audit, and when it is verified by the auditors,
ñom ci lañ dem ci cashier bi ñu fay ñom duñ dé deposit ci bank, they pay to the cashier.
That is the time they go to the cashier and make payment. They don't do payments at the bank or deposit at the bank.
Now, all payments are made to the cashier.
Dina legi fay yeb ñom ci cashier bi lañ ko dé fay.
Wow, all payments should be made to the cashier.
Yes, all payments are made to the cashier.
And they are all audited.
Nena dañ leen dé audit ñom ñep.
Wow, books yeb dañ ko dé audit. Wow.
Yes, all the books are audited.
Is it every week?
Nena nda semaine bu nek la wala?
On daily basis.
On daily basis.
Okay. Now, you have the register with you.
Nena yow ya amé register bi.
The register comme
The license you have just tendered in.
Yes.
Sun office la nekk, yeah.
It's in our office.
Now, how does council come up with the register? How do you get the register? How do you formulate the contents of the register?
Nena register bi naka nga ko de topoto wala naka ko de jagare li nga xamne binda bi nga xamne bobu nga binda ci bir noko de formulate formula bi.
Is it an exercise that you have to know how many canteens or shops you have or stores?
Nena nda exercise bi nga xamne de ngeen ko de def bobu ngeen de binde fofu pour xam ñaata boutique wala canteen wala stall ci ñoo ñi nga xamne fofu ngeen de jot lembo.
The register bi dafa nekk loo xam ne dama ko fa fekka.
I found this register there.
bi ma ñëwee 2019.
When I came 2019.
register bi mu ngi fa nekkoon.
The register that was already there.
So a little bit of adjustment moo de am rek.
We do have just a little bit of adjustment.
mooy xëy na business yi nga xam ne close na business yi nga xam ne ñëw nañu ees.
These are the new businesses and those which have been closed.
waaye register bi forever mu ngi fa woon before man ma ñëw.
But the register have been there before my coming therein.
Do you know how many businesses you have? That from 2019 to 2020, how many new businesses you have had?
Nena xam nga ñaata business nga am jóge ko 2019 be 2023.
How many new businesses?
Mooy business US.
Were registered?
US yi nga xam ne da ngeen ko register nena ñaata la?
Every year, do you have?
At bu nekk ndax xam nga?
No.
No.
Okay, what we will do?
Nena léegi lu ñoo def.
Unless there are questions.
Xanaa su fekkee ne kilifa yi am nañ laajte bu ñu lay laajte.
We will ask for stand down.
Nena nañ la pour nga xaaral ngom.
You will get the register to be printed from the flash drive.
Nena pour nga gis ne lu nekk ci flash drive bi ñu dal di ko print out.
I want the witness to guide us through the additional businesses that were incorporated in the register.
Nena pour nga jàppale ñu mun a xam ci business yoo xam ne da ngeen ko boole ci register bi.
Okay.
The application is granted. The witness can, you can stand down and you would go with the registrar.
Okay.
So in the meantime, can we call it the next witness?
Very well.
Good morning, Madam Witness. Can you speak into the mic? Can you speak into the mic, please, for everybody to hear you? Mr. Boja,
Very well.
in which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Nena balla kanga bugala kafi. Oh, I choose to speak in Wolof.
What is your religion?
Nena lan moy sa dina? Islam.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Nena legi pare nga pro nga jël Quran bi nga tiye ko nga waat wala do tiye Quran na nga ekati sa loxo nga waat.
Wow.
Ban nga tana ci ñaar yi?
Dinaa téye Quran bi.
I am ready to take oath from the Quran.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Hold the Holy Quran by your right hand. Sir.
Mu nga tiye ko sa
Next, you speak into the mic.
Nena so nga wa ci mic bi nga wa ci kaw ni ñepp dégala.
I, Fatou Joof.
I
Wait for the interpreter. I, Fatou Joof,
Nena waxal ne man Fatou Diouf
man Fatou Diouf
do swear that
ma ngi ñëw waat ne
maa ngi waat
I'll speak the truth,
naa wa dégga
di wax dëgga
the whole truth,
dégga rek
dëgga bi yëpp
and nothing but the truth.
dara lu dul dégga dara lu dul dégga
dara lu dul dëgga
So help me God.
suma diggante yàlla.
suma diggante yàlla.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to proceed.
Good morning, Madam Joof.
ñu ne ñu ngi laa nuyu ñu ne naka suba si.
suba sang fi.
I'm fine.
You are welcome.
ñu ngi laa teral.
Council, we may proceed.
Thank you. Good morning, Madam Chair and Honorable Commissioners. Good morning, Madam Joof.
Diouf nee na naka suba si.
suba sang fi rek. morning.
Please state your name.
tur sa santa.
Fatou Diouf.
What is your address?
Fatou Diouf. foo dëkk.
Talinding.
Talinding I reside.
Do you work for B.C.C?
nee na ndax B.C.C nga dee liggéeyal.
waaw.
Yes.
Do you have your appointment letter?
nee na am nga sa appointment letter.
waaw.
Yes.
Where you confirm?
nee na am nga confirmation. dañ la confirm.
no confirmation bi joxe wuñ ko woon.
No, I don't get the confirmation.
And do you remember making a statement with the investigators of this commission?
yeah.
nee na mbaa da nga fàttaliku ne am nga statement bi nga joxe yoon foofu si investigators yi.
waaw.
Yes.
You'll be shown your statement. You can kindly go through the contents and
nee na boobu lañ la woon ne léegi li nga war lu la war mooy pour seet ndax boobu la wala déet.
waaw bii la.
Yes, this is the statement.
okay, please also give your appointment letter to the registrar.
nee na nga jox ko tamit sa appointment letter bi.
original wala photocopy.
The original or the photocopy.
You can give him both.
nee na mun nga leen a jox ñaari yëpp.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the appointment letter addressed to the witness Ms. Fatou Diouf, dated 23rd day of April 2019, signed by the CEO, copied Lord Mayor, Admin Manager, B.C.C, Acting Director of Finance, Audit Manager. And the statement of the witness dated 3rd December 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The statement of the witness dated the 3rd of December 2024 and a letter dated the 23rd of April 2019 with reference 17/BCC/3/volume 2 addressed to Fatou Joof, and it has the subject appointment as revenue collector. It is signed by the CEO. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, admin manager, acting director of finance, audit manager, and a file copy is maintained. These two documents are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/FJ/001.
As the commission pleases. Madam Joof, since 2019 you're appointed as a revenue collector. What sort of revenue do you collect?
Nena depuis 2018 dañ la jël liggéey nga nekk revenue collector. Nena ban façon revenue nga dee collect?
Cost recovery.
Madam Joof, can you please repeat your answer? The interpreter didn't get you.
Nena pour nga waar li nga waxoon dégguma la nga ne loolu lan mooy ban fan la?
Dégguma sa question bi bu baax.
Nena depuis bi nga la jël liggéey da nga nekk revenue collector. Nena ban fan nga nekkoon di collect revenue ban façon revenue?
Cost recovery.
Cost recovery.
Now, cost recovery, how often do you collect revenue?
Nena cost recovery kañ nga di dem di jëli lempo foofu?
Yearly lañ dee jël.
Yearly.
Waaw.
Do you have your cash book?
Nena am nga sa cash book?
Waaw, maa ngi amee suma cash book.
Yes, I do have my cash book.
From 2019 to 2023?
Nena jóge ko 2019 be hati 2023.
Madam Joof?
Wow.
Yes.
May we please have your
2022
2022
and 2021.
and 2021.
2021 to 2022.
From 2021 to 2022.
2019, when you collect revenue, you were not having a cash book?
Nena 2019 bi nga jël lempo nda bo am la won cash book?
Déedéet 2019 bu ma dooree aw ma woon cash book.
No, when I started in 2019,
dama doon ànd
I
ak gaay
didn't have
dama doon
any-
ànd ak gaay bu ma just starté.
I was accompanying them when I started.
Were you collecting revenue in 2019?
Nena ati 2019 da yow sa boppa da nga doon di collect revenue?
Déedéet collectuma.
No, I don't collect.
In 2020?
2020?
Déedéet 2020 tam collectuma am na ku ma doon àndal suma partner.
No, I don't collect that year 2020. I was just accompanying to one of my partner.
Who was that?
Nena kooku mooy kan?
Dafa gaañu.
It's late.
Okay, in 2019, who were you accompanying?
Nena 2019 kan nga nekkoon di àndal?
2019 team work la woon ñun ñu bari la woon.
It was a teamwork. We were many.
Okay, may we please have the cash books for 2021 and 2022, you said?
Nena léegi naa mun na jox ñaar yooyu nga waxoon 2021 ak 2022 du loolu nga waxoon?
Waaw.
Yes.
Do you have a cash book for 2023?
Nena am nga cash book pour hatim 2023?
Waaw.
Yes.
Madam Joof, when do you normally start collecting revenue in 2021?
Nena ati 2021 kañ nga dooroon di jël revenue collect lempo wala revenue?
Immediately bu suma partner bi gaañoo.
Immediately after my partner's demise.
Okay. Madam Chair, we applied to tender the cash books of the witness from year 2021, starting in the month of August to year 2023, all into evidence as an exhibit.
Madam Joof, let me just find out, who was this partner that you accompanied in 2020?
Nena ki kala nakala ko kutura ki ngamne wa ngane ko ngawundi andal ati 2020.
Sirif Mbay.
Sirif Mbay.
The cash books maintained by the witness, Fatou Joof, covering the period 2021 August to 2023. There are 3 books. These 3 books are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/FJ/002.
As the Commission pleases. Madam Joof, can you remember when your partner, Sheriff Mbai, passed?
Nena ndamu nga fatale ko.
Déedéet mënuma fàttaliku.
Sheriff Mbay kañ la gaañoo.
Déedéet mënuma koo fàttaliku.
No, I cannot remember.
Now, who was your supervisor?
Nena kan moo nekkoon sa supervisor?
After bu Sirif Mbay gaañoo.
After the demise of Sheriff Mbay?
No, before. Who was your supervisor? I thought Mr. Sheriff Mbai was your partner.
Nena wax nga ne Sheriff Mbay moom sa partner la woon yéen a dee ànda nena kan moo nekkoon seen supervisor jamono boobu?
Non, maa Sirif Mbay rek ñoo daan ànda.
No, I was just accompanied by Sheriff.
Now, who are you answerable to?
Nena si kan ngeen dee uyu?
Si kan lañ dee?
Uyu kan moo seen njiit foofu wala seen boss soo leen ñëwee si kan nga dee dem report?
Suñ ñëwee.
Waaw.
Sirif daf dee compter su ñëwee si office bi ñun ñu fa nekka ku wër suñ lead woon mooy woon Marimo.
Whenever we came to the office, is Sirif who is in charge of counting the monies?
And then, who are you and Sirif answerable to? That's my question.
Then I like to be more. Yen si kan ngeen uyu si kan ngeen dee uyu kan
Or
mooy
who
seen
was
njiit
your
foofu?
boss?
Or
Or
kan
who
mooy
is
sa
still your
boss?
boss?
Marimo mooy woon suñ acting boss bi.
Marimo was our acting boss.
Marimo is the full name?
Nee na loolu mooy turam Marimo.
Marie Louise Mo.
Marie Louise Mo.
Now, how often do you go for auditing?
Nee na kon auditing moom kañ ak kañ ngeen dee dem pour ñu audit leen?
saa yuñ demee si field bi suñ amee payment.
Whenever we go to the field and we get collection.
How often do you collect? Every day, weekly, or monthly?
Nee na kañ ngeen dee dem collection bés bu nekk semaine bu nekk wala weer bu nekk.
non su fekkee ne year bi dafa door.
If at all in the beginning of the year.
dañ dee si lañ dee start.
That's the time we do start.
Yes, daily, weekly, or monthly?
Nee na bés bi si semaine bi wala si weer bi.
dañ dee jël yearly.
We do yearly.
dañ dee jël 6 months.
We do 6 months.
Okay. Yearly, do you have the register of the collections, cost recovery collections that you make?
Nee na yearly ndax am nga register bi nga xam ne boobu ngeen dee bind si collection yi ngeen dee def yearly.
yearly déedéet.
No.
You don't have a register?
Nee na am la register pour boobu loolu.
Now, how many places do you go to collect?
Nena kon ñaata place ngeen dee dem di jëlee lempo.
si dee bi dañ dee dem ba su 2 tegee 1:30 2 ñu jógee si field bi dem si office bi.
We used to go to the field until up to 2:30, then from there we come back to the office.
Okay. Do you have list of places that you go for your collections, as an assessment report, or the list of businesses or places that you do the collection for? Maybe let's say 50 places, 30 places, or just how many places do you do the collections for?
Nena legi mu ngi laa laajte fana wala ñaata place yi nga xam ne foofu ngeen dee jot lempo wala foofu lañ dee doj collection si kaw ndax li ngeen ne xam ne da ngeen ko dee xayma lu ñuy wax assessment wala ñaata bitik wala ñaata place ñaata business.
suñ demee suba liggéey nii.
When we report in the morning,
dañoo target liberation.
we will target liberation.
waaw su ko defee dee boobu noonu yëpp liberation la ñoo liggéey.
That will be on that full day we will be working at liberation.
Yes, but liberation, you must know that there are 50 places to go to.
Nena waaye si liberation boobu tamit war ngeen a xam ñaata place ngeen war a dem ndax fukki place wala juróom place wala juróom fukki place.
So the list of places you go to.
Nena léegi liste yooyu yi nga xam ne place yi nga xam ne foofu ngeen dee dem.
Do you have that list?
Nena liste boobu la moo laajte ndax am nga liste boobu.
déedéet.
No.
So you go blindly to any of the places and then collect. Then how do you do the accountability?
Nena léegi naka ngeen dee xamee ne waaw fii kii fee na wala jot nañ fale wala jotuñ fii naka ngeen dee xamee.
How do you account for the monies you collect?
ak xaalis bi nga xam ne bu ñooy fee naka ngeen ko dee def.
suñ ñëwee dañ dee jël GTR bi.
Whenever we came, we used to take the GTR.
We copied boutique yi ñu collect yëpp def ko ci cash book bi.
And we copied all the shops where we collected and put it in the cash book.
ñu total.
Then it will be total.
ñu dem internal audit.
From there we go to the internal audit.
Okay.
Madam Joof, do you have, since you told the commission that you are under the recovery unit, right?
Then luanga fi na yang si recovery unit.
So it will be correct to say that you are normally given a list of the properties that have not paid that you need to recover.
Dena kon dena werni la dena warni pour nit wane lolu degal da ngeen de am liste bi nga xamne buy woné né business bi wala boutique bi ñoo fait ñoo amé bor.
Wa lolu comme like suñ joxé invoice bi.
Yes, whenever you are issued with an invoice.
Si lañ dé dem suñ ñu joxé appointment.
And we are given an appointment, that is the time we go.
Si next day bi si lañu dem appointment bi ñu jox date bobu si lañ dé dem jël collection bi.
Then the appointment date, that is the day we used to go and make our collection.
No, that is not the question. Maybe I am not putting it correctly.
Nena lu ma laajte du lolu de mun na nekk mom lu ma laajte waye lu ma laajte ak
Now
li
let me find out the cost recovery.
Nena cost recovery.
Is it for debt that is owing, or is it the recovery, is it the collection of invoices that have already been sent to the field?
Nena lu ma
Because
laaj
we need to make the distinction between the two. If it is cost recovery, it's like my understanding is that people have been served their demand notes, and their collectors have gone to collect and they have failed to pay, for instance, the previous year. And you are going around to make recovery of those monies that were not collected for the past year.
Nena lu mu bëgg pour nga leral ko fi moy soné cash recovery ndax def de nek ay nit ñi ñoo xamné dañ leen amé bor wala dafa nek ñoo xamné dañ leen saaf invoice ba paré ngeen dem fofu fay ñu leen légui da ngeen dem fofu pour ñoo ñu wara fay néna fofu la bëgg pour nga leral ko sa liggéey bi exactly lan ngeen dé ban façon collection ngeen dé def.
Déedéet cost recovery dafa am ba pare recovery dafa am.
Yes, there is cost recovery and there is recovery.
Recovery bi.
The recovery is
mooy suñu fayutee.
when somebody owe you.
dañ dee am time boo xam ne dañ dee dem pour recovery pour dem round waat
There's a time normally when we do go round to say to it that all those owing the council should pay. That is recovery.
Yes. Now, how do you now put together a list to know exactly these are the places that you need to go for the recovery?
Nena yen naka ngeen day xamee ne waaw na da ngeen ko def ci liste pour mun a xam ne waaw dëgg la kii ak kii fii lañ war a dem pour jot suñu xaalis bi nga xam ne kii fayit wala am na lu mu desee.
parce que ñun ñu dee ànd dañ bari léegi su kii di binda receipt bi am na ko xam ne di téye guidebook.
You know, when our group we are many, so whenever we go, those who are writing the guidebooks.
Boo xam ne suñ la joxee invoice.
No, Mr. Bojang, that is not what she said.
Yes, I just want to clear from her. Nga ne ki nga xam ne moo dee téye la.
daf dee am ku dee téye waybook bi.
Okay, somebody will be having the waybook.
su ko defee suñ joxee invoice suñ la joxee invoice dañ fa dee binda sa tur si waybook bi.
Whenever you are served with an invoice, your name will be written on that waybook.
Wow, su ko defee si true noonu lañ dee xamee ne kii fay na wala kii fayut.
And that is true. We normally know who pays and who don't pay.
So it is the waybook that you take along when you go for cost recovery.
Nee na kon soo leen di dem cost recovery waybook.
waaw waybook bi lañ dee demee. waaye man duma dee amee waybook bi.
Yes, that's correct. But for me, I don't have the waybook.
Who handles the waybook?
Nee na kan moo dee amee waybook bi.
Waybook bi ñun team lañ dañ bari.
We are many. We are team. Yan ñaata. Team yi yéen ñaata.
dem nañ ba ñun 5.
We are 5 in number.
waaye ñaar yi retire nañ. ku daan téye waybook bi dafa retire.
And the one who was on the, holding the waybook is retired.
So who is handling the waybook now?
Nee na léegi si loxo kan la nekk.
non kooku bu mu retire ba léegi.
No, since he retired till now.
parce que yàggut a retire nii.
The time he retired is not very long.
But he must hand over to somebody in your group.
Nee na waaye war na hand over lii si seen groupe bi si kenn.
Who did he hand over to?
Nee na moom book bi kan la hand over book bi.
after using waybook bi de waaye waybook bi am na yu nekk foofu si drawer bi.
After we don't use, but we get them on the drawers there.
We will need you to bring the waybook. The waybook covering the period 2018 to 2023.
Nena lu ñu bëgg léegi pour ngay suñu waybook bi jógee ko 2018 ba at 2023.
Because this will enable us to do a proper reconciliation between what is recovered normally and what you recover after you have done your first recovery.
Nena booba moom dinañu woon ñun dinañ mun a xam lan mooy ban business ngeen jot xaalis ak ban business ngeen ñaaka jot xaalis mooy recover ak bi nga xam ne am leen recover si moom.
20 ñaata.
2018 to.
2018 fekk liggéeyuma.
2018 I was not working at the time.
You said you started in 2019.
Yeah.
2019 nga door.
Yes, so you please bring us the waybook from 2019.
Nga isi ñu waybook 2019.
Time boobu yëpp collectuma tamit.
And that time,
as
I said earlier on, I did not start collecting at that period because I was just following them for them to show me how.
So at the recovery, who is the head of the recovery?
Then a recovery, can we indeed before?
The retire.
Is retired.
So who is next to that person?
Then I can go to
Boom retire,
yes.
Since he was retired till now, there is nobody who been replaced.
So now we are making an order that you, working under the recovery unit, you provide us with the books, despite the fact that you were not working. You ask for the one for 2019, 2018, up to 2023.
Nena legi ko me yow fofu nga de liggéey léegi lañ la order pour soo fa demee nga laajte pour ñu jox la book yooyu jóge ko 2018 ba 2023.
Thank you. Continuing my process. Can you please give her a pen and a paper to note so that she will not forget?
Nena pour nga bind ko nga bañ a fàtte yëpp li nga xam ne laaj dañ la ko laajte pour nga isiwale ko.
Man liggéeyuma fu mu nekk.
Madam Joof, your immediate boss, Marie Louis Moore, does she go to the field with you guys?
nena Marie Louise Moore nena nda ki nga xamne sa boss la nda mom tamit def len dé topa pour di and ngeen di and di dem ci fil bi
waaye ñun ñoo mooma daan ànda.
yes we were going together with her
waaye dafa retire.
but she's retired now.
Now, who led the team in the field?
nena legi kan moo dee ànda team bi ci fil bi.
fil bi man maa dee dem.
I myself go.
man ma yeneen ñaari jigéen. waaye keneen ki tam retire na recently nii.
2 other ladies but the other one is retired.
Okay. Now, you have an issue.
Madam Joof, are you still working with B.C.C?
No.
B.C.C.
When did you stop working with
nena kañ nga stop di liggéey B.C.C.
mooy bu ñu stopé rek nii.
When was that?
That was the time we were being stopped. Mu ne loolu mooy kañ.
Madam Joof, what led to your interdiction?
nena lan moo tax ñu la toogaloo.
am dama toog.
I was just sitting, it happened.
CEO call ma.
I was called by the CEO.
mu ne ma gars yi audit si dañ ma binda.
And said to me that the auditors have written to me
ne dama am suppression.
that I had a suppression.
si receipt 2022.
A receipt of 2022,
29 September.
September 29.
Yes, please go on.
dama dem 29 September boobu dama dem collection.
That very day,
Them
29th
collect.
of September, I went for collection.
léegi ma am collection.
And when I did the collection,
ma am 22,000.
I had 22,400.
400. ma agsi si office bi ma count ko.
When I came to the office, I counted the monies,
mumut.
and it was exactly the
Madam
amount.
internal audit.
I went to the internal audit,
ñu cegal ma.
and it was checked.
ma jógee foofu.
From there,
ma dem si cashier bi.
I went to the cashier.
Umi Dabo.
That was Umidabo.
mu check ko.
It was checked
maa ngi taxaw mu receipt ko.
in my presence, and she receipted it
mu sign ko.
and signed.
ma joxe gannaaw.
I left.
That receipt, is it in your cash book?
yes.
Nena sa receipt bi ndaa mu ngi si sabak xaas book bi.
Now, I'll tender your interdiction letter, then we can go ahead with this issue, okay?
Nena léegi xanaa mu dugal ngum letter bi nga gis ne approche yu fa jógee ñu dal di continuer.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender a letter dated 22nd October 2024 addressed to Ms. Fatou Joof, Revenue Collector, Cost Recovery Unit, subject convey of immediate interdiction, signed by the CEO, Mr. Yusuf Jallo, copied Lord Mayor, Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, Permanent Secretary, Auditor General, Director of Admin, and Acting Director of Finance, and Director of Audit, into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 22nd of October 2024. It has reference 19/B.C.C/P/10/J in brackets 183. It is addressed to Ms. Fatou Joof, and it has subject convey of immediate interdiction. The letter is signed by Mr. Yusufa Jallo, first Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Chairperson, Local Government Service Commission, PS Lands, PS Finance, Auditor General, Acting Director of Administration B.C.C, Acting Director of Finance B.C.C, Director of Audit B.C.C, and a file copy is maintained. This letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/FG/003.
Ask the Commission, please.
Yes, you may
Now,
proceed.
Thank you. Ms. Joof, the issue of this 22,400, you said you paid and the cashier gave you a GTR receipt.
Yes.
Nena halis bi nga wani yow wax nga ne fay nga ko be ñu jox la receipt.
Wow.
Yes.
And you confirm it at the time.
Nena jamana bobu da nga confirm ne waaw halis bi jot mut na te jot nga receipt.
Wow, confirm na ko.
Yes, I confirmed it.
When did you learn that she only banked $100?
Nena kañ nga yegg ne mom $100 bi rek la dugal ci bank bi.
Buma CEO callé.
When the CEO called me.
When was this?
Nena li kañ la won?
Moy buma CEO callé moy bu gaay audit ci ñëwé audit suñ of audit ba paré dem.
This was the time when I was called by the CEO, and this was the time after the auditors have audited and left.
And the issue was resolved when you showed them your cash book and the receipt?
Yes.
Nena bi nga leen wone cash book bi ak sa receipt bi neen dafa melni yow sa issue bi dafa resolve.
Wow.
Yes.
And you mentioned earlier here that it's the same reason that led to your interdiction?
Nena te wax nga fi ne li mo taxone bi ñu dal di la toglo.
Wow, loolu la.
Yes, that is the very thing.
Or was there any other reason why you were interdicted?
Nena nda am na leneen lu tax.
Déedéet.
Ñu la toglo. No.
Déedéet. Receipt bi la te mu ngi nii suma cash book.
That's the only receipt, and I have the receipt in my cash book.
Okay. Now, are you servicing any loan with B.C.C?
Nena nda mus nga leb xaalis BCC?
Déedéet.
No.
You've taken loan before from 2019?
Déedéet.
Depuis 2019 musuloo jël foofu loan.
Déedéet.
No.
Advance salary?
Nena musuñu la fay xaalis salary bala weer di dee mooy advance salary.
Déedéet.
No.
Okay, upon collection, does your unit benefit from any sort of commission?
Nena si collection bi ngeen dee def seen unit bi ndax dañ dee am commission xaalis moom leen dee xam ne dañ leen dee jox ne xaalis mu mel ni commission.
Musuma ko fàttale ko.
No, I cannot remember.
That will be all for the witness, Madam Chair, in the absence of any other question, unless we go through her cash books and get back.
Ms. Joof, the unit, the cost recovery unit, does it have its own tariffs?
Nena seen cost recovery unit ndax yéen tamit da ngeen am seen own tariff.
Comme like license suñ demee ñoom suñ liyee ñun dañ doon liggéey through under gannaaw license.
We were working under the license.
No, what I'm asking is,
Nena lu mooy laajte mooy.
does the cost recovery unit has tariffs of its own?
Wow.
Nena ndax yéen da ngeen am tariff seen boppa.
Wow.
Yes.
So please provide us with the tariffs.
Nena tariff bi tamit du nga bind ko pour nga bañ a fàtte nga isi waale ko.
Wow, baax na.
Okay. Bind ko.
Thank you, Ms. Joof. Okay, somebody has, who has a question?
Madam Joof.
Madam Joof.
I needed to clear this from my head. Your suppression was in 2022. Am I right?
Nena li 2022.
The query was
bi-
for 2022.
Nena query bi nga xam ne audit def nañ ko lii boobu pour 2022.
Wow.
Yes.
And you did not receive any query from 2022?
Nena si ati 2022 boobu yëguloo benn query wala yëgañu la benn query.
Déedéet yëguma ko parce que dama fay.
I was not aware.
Ñu tayal ma suma receipt bi.
Because I have paid and I was issued with a receipt.
Now, you knew about this in 2024?
Nena 2024 nga yëgoon lii.
Waaw.
Yes.
Now, what did you do when you heard about this?
Nena yow loo defoon bu ñu la ko yëgalee.
Ah dama jaaxle parce que ku dem bañ la fayal jël GTR bi fayal la receiptal la ko sa receipt book bi.
I was surprised because somebody who deposited monies and it was receipted.
ñu oola benn di rek wax ne la call la ne la ñëwal léegi nii dañ la soxla.
And one day you were called to say we need you right now.
bu ma ñëwee ñu wax ma ko.
When I went, I was told.
noonu laa roosee dem si cash book si fu mu nekka.
That was the time I rushed to the cash books where they were placed.
ma dem ku fa nekk ma ne ko dimbale ma seetal ma suma cash book bu nekk fii nii.
And the person in charge, I just pleaded to him to say, please, can you be able to check my cash book for me?
noonu laa ko ubbee bu ubbee seet date bi.
I got the cash book, I opened and I checked the date.
ma fekk fa receipt bi.
I found the receipt therein.
noonu laa demee ma tàyyi ko.
That is how I went there and I tied the receipt.
ma dem photocopy ko.
And I went to photocopy the receipt.
ma téye ko.
And I hold the
original bi ma stapulaat ko fa.
And the original, I staple it back to the cash book.
ma toogaat another day nekk kër.
I was at home for another day.
fraud squad call ma.
The first squad called me.
noonu laa demee bu ma àggee si ñoom.
I went to them upon my arrival.
bu ma leen wanee receipt bi ñu ne ma already ñoom ñu ngi ko fa am.
I showed them the receipt. When I showed them the receipt, they told me that they already got the receipt.
ma ne leen ok bon alhamdulillah.
Then I said to them that this is, then God save me.
ma toogaat.
I was there again.
kër ñii call ma.
I was called by these people.
waaw bu ma ñëwee fii nii tamit.
When I came here,
ma show leen the same receipt.
I showed them the same receipt
bu ma gaa yi laaj.
that I was asked for.
ma won leen ko.
I showed them.
ma ne leen bii la ñu dema waa baax na.
I told them this is the receipt. They
ñoom
said,
ñu ngi fa amee copy bi.
it's good, and they said to me they got the copy.
si laa binda suma statement bi.
That is how I wrote from there I wrote my statement.
Thank you for the explanation, but I'm still concerned that you have shown your receipts to the council first, then to the fraud squad, before coming to the investigators and the commission. Now, in all of these places, the fraud squad and B.C.C, did they exonerate you?
Fraud squad ngadem si council.
Whether they had exonerated her for this audit query.
Then andam ñom sen bopa dañu leral ci mbiri audit query bi nga xamne am nga ko.
déedéet musuñ ma koo indil de.
No, that's not the question.
No, boobu du laajte bi.
The thing is, whether you have been absolved. Okay.
déedéet.
No.
xaaral mu ne ndax receipt bi ñi wane nga ko B.C.C wane ko fraud squad ndax ñoom setaloon nañ la bi nga wane receipt bi.
setaluñ ma de.
Okay.
No.
Okay, and I want to believe, correct me when I'm wrong, that there must be other reason for you being asked to sit at home. Did you find out why?
Well, find out now.
Yes, I do find out.
And what did they say?
The same thing
The same thing I was told.
That's baffling.
nena lolu mom jahal nako
where you had shown them an official receipt
nena fi nga xamne woné nga sa receipt bi nga xamne official receipt la
and they are still asking you to sit at home and that was the reason why you were asked to sit at home.
nena be pare be legi ñu lolu motax ñu la wax ne nga toga ngum ci kër gi.
Wow, Lola.
Yes, that is the very thing.
Okay, thank you.
Joof.
Madam Joof, were you notified about the 2019 and 2020 audit report finding? At page 19 of the audit of the said audit.
Audit 2019 yi nga xamne audit def nañ ko soko sété page bi moy page 20 of the audit report.
There was, let me take you to 18, page 18 of the audit report.
Nena legi haramu delo la si page 18.
Note 3 on page 18 of the audit report, 2019-2020.
Note 3 of page 18 audit report, 2019-2020.
It indicated some suppression of revenue, and the revenue collectors' names were provided for in page 19.
Nena lila wone ne amna manje bo xam ci xalisi te ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekkon collectors jamono bu wala ñu nga xam ne bokk nañ te seen tur yëpp dañ leen ko binda.
And the total amount
nena te xalis bi yëpp bi nga xam ne wax nañ ne boobu moomu
is 1,393,737.60 bututs. And your name
nena te soko sété xalis bi mu wax na ne yow sa tur
is number 3 on the list.
Nena bobu nek na ñettel bi ci liste bi.
And an amount of 189,600.
Nena te so sété yow sa njëg bi nga wone mo ne 189,600.
And the receipt number, the number of receipts were 19 receipts.
Nena te so sété number nga am ne receipt yi nga am ne wone nañ ko ne 19. Nena nda yëg nga li audit bi ri mba yëg nga ko.
Déedéet yëguma ko because of 2019 man liggéeyuma.
No,
2020 tam jëluma book.
I'm not aware of this because as
2019 tam jëluma book.
I don't work in the year 2019 and 2020 I have no cash book.
Thank you so much.
Nena jërëjëf waay.
We will look at your cash books.
Nena nañ seet sa cash book.
And we will look at documents that we have.
Nena te kayit nga am ne dugal nga fi dañ ko seet.
If there is a need to call you back, we will do so.
Su fekkee ne dina am soxla pour ñu all out la nañ la oo.
Madam Chair, I have something to clarify.
You can proceed, Council.
Thank you. Madam Joof, you've made it clear that you've cleared the issue and you've also shown both the investigators and fraud squad your receipt of payment of this 22,400.
Na wax nga fi ne yow sa bopp da nga leeraloon mbir mi parce que lu taxoon mooy xaalis bi fee nga ko ba pare am nga receipt bi tamit wax nga ne da nga ko wone gars yi from fraud squad nga isi leen fii tamit nga isi ko fii tamit woon ko investigate aussi.
It's just to aid the commissioners a little on the 2021-2022 audit report.
Nena so demee lu tax mu laajte la pour nga gis ne leeral commission bi si 2021-22 audit report.
At page 19, it is noted that the main cashier misclassified revenue collections and thus banked below the collected amount.
Nena moom lu mu wone foofu mooy xaalis bi nga xam ne collecte ngeen ko ak bi nga xam ne dugal nañ ko si banque nena dafa nekk xaalis boo xam ne dafa utee ba pare dama ko wone yóbbu xaalis boobu yëpp si banque bi.
For 29 day of September 2022, Madam Fatou John.
Mune September bu mu amee ñaari fukki fan ak juróom yeneen yow Fatou Joof.
Wow.
The amount collected was 22,400.
Nena xaalis bi nga xam ne jot nga ko mooy 22,400.
Wow.
And the amount misclassified by the main cashier is 22,300.
Nena ma njëg bi nga xam ne moom daf ko misclassified si cashier bi mooy 22,300.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're therefore right that the receipt issued to you on the 29th and cleared by the internal audit in your cash book.
nena comme ni nga ne dafa da nga lu am la ne yow sa book bi dañ la ko clé ba pare ñu daldi la ju sa receipt bi.
Wow.
Yes.
That will be all.
Miss Joof,
Nena Miss Joof.
thank you for coming once again.
Nena jërëjëf sa ñëwaay bi.
We will review your books,
Nena nañ seet sa book si.
and if there is any need for us to call you again to clarify issues,
Su fekkee nañ la soxla pour oola nga ñëw leeral ñu mbir nañ la oo.
we will do so.
Nañ la oo.
Baax na
You are
jërëjëf.
discharged.
Jërëjëf ñu ne léegi fu mu ne nii jeexal nañ ak yow.
And please endeavor to bring us the tariffs and the way book.
Nena nga fàttaliku tarif bi ak weebu bi nga try ngay suñu ko.
Thank you.
You may kindly take your seat, Mr. Witness. Welcome. Mr. Witness, you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Nena ba léegi nga fàttaliku ne waat bi nga waatoon fi moo nekk si yow ba léegi.
Madam Chair, over to you.
You are welcome back, Mr. Ndow.
Yes, ma. Thank you.
Council, you may proceed.
Yes, Mr. Ndow,
Yes.
your bank statement of account,
Yes.
Nena sa bank statement of account.
you said you have one with Ajib.
Nena xam nga wax nga fi ne benn yaa ngi am account si Ajib.
That is your salary account.
Basic.
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 Yes, and then the other one with EcoBank.
Yes.
Beneen bi si Ecobank.
Right. Do you have any business, private business?
Nena am nga beneen business
That
bi
you
nga
have
dee def.
registered?
Registered business, did it?
No.
Okay. How many years have you worked with council?
ñaata at yaa ngi liggéey council.
7 years. This year, I'm going to have 7 years.
This year I'm 7 years now.
And before that?
Nena balaa booba.
Before that, maa ngi doon liggéey ak benn company, Gamcom, Rapid Security Company.
I was working with Rapid Security Company.
Now, how much is your take home with the area council?
Nena ñaata nga dee andala moom si area council loolu lay fay.
As of now,
As at now,
2019?
from 2019,
2019, fu ma jaar ma cross check, xaw naa ko fàtte.
I have to cross check. I
Yeah,
cannot
but-
remember offhand.
Do you earn more than $10,000 a month?
Nena li nga dee fay naa def dee ëpp
In
10,000.
2019, around that.
Around that in 2019.
2020?
2020,
2020, maybe a little bit more. But I don't want to speculate. Bëgguma wax comme I want
I don't want to speculate. I want to be sure.
And how much is your take home currently?
Nena léegi ñaata nga dee am si fay
20,
20,
21, 22, 22.
22.
I will show you your statement of account.
Nena
with
nañ la
EcoBank.
danañ la woon statement of account bu Ecobank.
Yes, you have confirmed that this is your statement of
Yes.
account for the company.
nena confirm nga ne bi sa bos la.
Wow.
Yes.
And it's already admitted into evidence as well. Now, you have several transactions in 2020.
Nena atim 2020 am nga fa several transactions.
If you turn to page 3,
Nena so de we ñetteli page bi, page 3.
Yes.
Yes.
you will see that on the 10th of February 2020,
Nena da nga gis weri February bu mu amé fukki fan 2020.
you've had several deposits into your account.
Nena dugal nga sa compte bi xaalis yu bari.
You have $20,000 that you deposited on the 10th.
Nena on the 10th dugal nga fa $20,000.
On the 17th, $100,000.
On the 17th, 100,000.
24th of February, $80,000.
24th of February, $80,000.
28th of February, $178,500.
28th of February, $175,005.
$178,500.
$178,005.
$178,500.
$178,500.
Yes. What is the source of this?
Nena halis bi falla de bayeko wala falla bayeko.
Waaw xaalis bi dama am suma sister dafa géjoon Gambia from 2002 ba 2019.
My sister?
Suma sister ma ne dafa géjoon Gambia from 2002 to 2019.
My sister missed this country, the Gambia, from 2019.
2002
2002
to 2019.
to 2019.
So moom bi mu ñëwee dafa am xaalis bu mu indiwaale woon.
So when she came, it happened, she came along with some monies.
Parce que dafa am lifin kër yoo xam ne moom mu ngi ko am fii mu ngi ko sampa.
Because she have some projects of which she is constructing herein.
So bi mu ñëwee xaalis bi daf ko bàyyi woon suma loxo xawoon naa bari nag.
So when she came, she left some monies with me, and that monies were more, a lot of monies in my hand.
After all bi mu ñëwee.
After when she left,
mu si la ma wax ne ma pour ma wécce ko ma déposit ko suma account man.
she then asked me to change the monies and put it into my accounts.
How much?
Nena ñaata la woon?
Well, actually, I got a few thousands of pounds.
It's about some few thousands pounds.
Few thousands of pounds can be 1,000 pounds. It can be not 1,000 pounds.
Nena so a few thousand, mun na nekk benn 1,000 pounds, mun na nekk
3,000 pounds.
3,000 pounds.
No, dafa xaw a yàgga tuuti.
This have been a long time.
We need to know.
Nena waaye ñun nañ bëgg pour ñu xam.
Well, actually, eggoon na xaalis bu takku daal.
The money was
in dollars.
when it was changed to dollars, it was plenty money.
How much?
How much? Mun na ñaata la woon?
Well, I think around 500,000 dollars. Nothing less than more than 500,000.
Nothing less than 500,000.
But if you withdrew that amount, why did you not deposit into your account one time? Why would you do periodic deposits?
Nena so withdrew xaalis lu tax doo ko yóbbu sa account nga banque ko benn yoon lu tax nga koy def ay jamano to jamano soo dugalee bi nga xaar ba beneen nga dugal.
No, xaalis bi wéccit bi moo daan nekk problème.
No, the problem was the changing of these said monies.
No, why would that be a problem?
That can't be. Mu ne loolu nekk a problem.
No, waaye xam nga xaalis boo xam ne moom moomuma ko.
The monies that I don't own.
So fu ma jaar ma déglu borom mu wax ma naka laa ko
So I have to
defalee.
take instructions from the owner.
No, but then
Exactly.
you had said you had to change the money. It's a hard currency, foreign currency. You change the money and then put it into your account. That should be one transaction.
Nena wangal ne fe xaalis bi nga am ne moo bitim réew la jógee boobu nga war a change nga amee xaalis dëkk bi nga dal di ko def sa transaction.
Waaw loolu dëgg la mun naa nekk waaye tam mun naa nekk breakdown tam.
That is true, but it too can be breakdown as I did it.
It also makes sense, but then let's proceed. We have
Nena loolu moo soo ko seetee daal amul benn sense waaye nañ continue.
9th March 2020.
Nena very March 2020.
$125,000.
$125,000.
16th March 2020.
Nena March 16th, 2020.
$140,000.
$140,000.
23rd of March 2020.
23rd of March 2020.
$45,000.
$45,000.
Is that the same?
Nena yooyu benn xaalis bi la.
Am na yoo xam ne si xaalis bi la am na yoo xam ne moom nekkul ci xaalis bi.
Some of them are those monies, but some of these are not from those monies.
Okay. So what is the other source of these monies that you have been
nee
depositing.
na kon beneen xaalis bi moom fan la bàyyee ko bi nga xam ne boobu tam yaa ngi ko di déposit.
yooyu daf day nekk xaalis boo xam ne comme everybody rek léegi-léeg nga am sa toppatoo.
léeg-léeg.
ma ne léegi-léeg nga am yoo xam ne dañ ko toppatoo personally.
Yes, that is sometimes you can make the monies that you can make personally.
What kind of side hustle are you referring to here?
nee na ban bor si bi nga xam ne boobu ngay def ni nga mën a am xaalis ban façon hustle la.
side hustle non léegi comme council dëkk bi nekk léegi-léegi nga am yoo xam ne you cannot disclose dafa nekk yoo xam ne sa side toppatoo la rek.
Yeah, sometimes in this town you can have your side things that you cannot be able to dispose.
No, you have to disclose it. We have to know the source of the monies. You are a licensed manager. You know, I had told you earlier.
nee na foog nga disclose ko parce que lu tax yow licensed manager nga te wax na la def la si jël bu njëkk bi.
That in the manner in which you collect revenue, give invoices.
nee na yoon bi nga xam ne noonu ngeen dee jëlee revenue wooy lempo ak invoices bi ngeen dee bind.
Register new businesses.
ak register new business yi nga xam ne business US.
Update the license register.
aram nga update ko si license register.
Does not make sense because you cannot account for the actual income that you are supposed to generate.
léegi wax na la ko fii ne loolu moom nu mooy àndee amul benn sens wane dara loo xam ne am na sens parce que lu tax doo mun a wane xaalis bi nga xam ne boobu nga jot si nit ñi.
If you have 10 new businesses, no one would know if you decide not to disclose this 10 new
nee na soo demee nga am fukki business US te bëgguloo kenn xam nee na kenn du ko mën a yëg parce que binduloo ko wala amuloo place yi nga xam ne nit ñi foofu lañ ko mën a yëgee.
30th March, you had deposit of $44,000.
nee na March bu amee fanweeri fan $44,000 nga deposit.
Just hold on a minute. March 2020.
nee na March bu amee fanweeri fan ak benn 2020.
Is that $497,036?
nee na $497,000. $36.
Which page?
No, sorry, that's $497. $36.
$490.
$97.
$97.
Now, 6 April 2020.
nee na April 6, 2020.
On the fourth page
nee na
number 4,
si ñeneentel kayit bi.
you have $50,000.
$50,000 nga deposit.
Are we together?
nee na gis nga foofu.
maa ngi ko gis waaw.
Yes.
6 June.
nee na June 6th.
Oh, sorry, 8 June 2020.
nee na 8 June 2020.
$45,000.
$45,000.
And if you turn to page 7,
nee na soo toonee page 7.
where you made a deposit on the 5th of January 2021.
bi nga xam ne 5th January 2021.
$100,000 as well.
$100,000.
On the 7th of January.
7th of January.
Another $100,000.
Another $100,000.
Where do you get this money?
nee na xaalis bi fan nga bàyyee ko fan nga ko amee.
waaw xaalis bi daf day nekk remittance bi ñu ma dee yónnee.
These are remittance sent to me.
Do you have the proof of that?
nee na am nga proof boobu buy wone.
waaw am na yoo xam ne dinaa ko mën a find out ma indi ko.
Yes, I can be able to lobby some and bring them
We
here.
need you to show us this proof of
nee na
remittance.
dañu bëgg a nga woonu ñu proof bi.
Okay, no problem. am na majority of them dinaa indi proofs.
Yes, the majority of this I will bring the proof.
We have 22nd of January 2021, $50,000 into your account.
$50,000 is July 22nd.
3rd February 2021,
3rd February 2021.
$150,000.
$150,000.
No, another $50,000.
Another $50,000.
8th February 2021,
8th of February 2021.
$174,600.
$174,600.
Is that also a remittance?
Then about our remittance la.
Yes.
Yes.
15th of February 2021,
15th of February 2021.
$663,769.
$663,769.
21 bottles.
21 budut.
That's also remittance.
Boobu da remittance la.
non fu ma jaar ma dal ma mun a story affaire yi bu baax ma mun a génne yi nekk remittance ak yi nga xam ne.
And check properly
From nekkul
to know
remittance.
the remittance and those
Parce
that
que
are not.
xaw naa yàgga tuuti.
Because it has been a while.
22nd February 2021, you have $130,000 in your account.
22nd February 2021, you have
$30,000.
$130,000 in your account.
1st February, March 2021,
March 2021,
160.
160.
8 March 2021.
8th of March 2021.
205,000.
205,000.
15th March 2021.
15th March 2021.
$69,600.
$69,600.
Okay, let me just say it so it will be fast, Mr. Bojang.
Very well.
Since we are both saying it in English.
In English, very well.
29th of March 2021, 40,000. 6th April 2021, 37,000. The list goes on, Mr. You have 24th of November 2021, $24,000. On the 17th of January 2021, you deposited $304,500 into your account. 24th of February 2021, you have $330,000 into your account. 28 January 2022, $170,000. That's on page 15. And please correct me if I am wrong. 4th February 2022, you have $150,000. 14th of February 2022, $140,000. 24th of November 2022, $35,000. Yes. So we will provide you with the list.
Okay.
We will provide you with the list.
Danañ la provide si ak list bi
Of these sums that you have deposited into your account.
mooy xaalis bi nga xam ne dugal nga ko si sa compte.
It's in the millions of dollars.
nee na yooyu ay million la si dalasi.
And you work as a license manager.
Yes.
te yow sa liggéey bi mooy license manager.
Wow.
Yes.
You deal with the collection of revenue.
nee na yow sa liggéey bi mooy collection of revenue xaalis bi nga xam ne dañ ko jot si lempo wala naamo.
Do you understand?
Wow, man maa de issue invoice. Wow.
Yes, I do bring the invoices.
You have land properties.
nee na am nga ay land property wala kër ay kër.
Waaw am naa ñaari laan.
Yes, I have two.
Where?
nee na fan.
One ak Jambanjeri.
One at Jambanjeli.
And the other one, beneen bi mu ngi nekk Tobacco Road.
And the other one in Banjul, Tobacco Road.
You purchase a property in Tobacco Road.
nee na da nga jënd kër Tobacco Road.
Déedéet boobu dama ko inherit from my father.
No, I inherited that from my father.
Did you have any property that you constructed?
nee na am nga kër bi nga xam ne da nga ko sampa.
Déedéet.
No.
Vehicles, how many?
nee na ñaata moto nga am.
Benn moto.
One.
Okay, what is the make?
nee na ban maak la.
Nissan Pathfinder. 2015.
2015.
Yes.
All right. Any questions for this witness? Now the register.
Yes.
We are still trying to print the register.
Okay.
nee na register bi nañ ko print.
But we will need you during break to assist us in relation to the accuracy of what is printed.
nee na léegi dañ la soxla during break pour nga seet ne lu ñu print pour nga jàppale ñun ndax loolu moo nekk si mbir mi wala déet.
Okay.
But I have the 2018 and 2019 here.
nee na waaye am na fii 2018 2019.
Okay.
boobu mu ngi ko amee.
But you were not there in 2019. Let me just give you the one for 2019 and 2018. So I'll give you the one for 2019 and 2023.
nee na comme yow nekkul woon foofu 2018 léegi lu muy def mooy bu 2019 ak 2023 mu la lay jox.
This is 20.
Please go through the 2019 and 2023 license register.
nee na seetal 2019 ba 2023 register.
Yes, gis naa ko.
Yes, I have seen it.
Is that the complete one? Is it complete?
Then a copy la bobu ko dafa da yep la mo fa nek dafa complete.
Why, there is something I want, dafa am lu ma bëgg a highlight.
I wanted to highlight something.
Corporate institutions.
The corporate institutions.
Moi banks ak GPA at corporate bodies.
GPA and others.
In January, some finance manager bi moko de invoice.
In January, our finance manager used to invoice them.
Parce que ñom they pay direct to the bank.
Because they do pay direct to the bank.
So finance manager moo de amee invoicing boobu ak collection boobu.
He is the finance manager who used to have those invoices.
Okay. That is for the corporate institution.
Corporate institutions. Right?
Very well, yes. Corporate institutions.
I'm not sure whether we have the same understanding as to what a corporate institution is, but you say where.
Moom anda yéen yëpp benn xam-xam ngeen am si soone corporate institutions.
So when you say corporate institutions, which?
I mean.
nee na soo nee corporate institution mooy yan.
Banks.
The banks.
Insurance company.
Insurance companies.
Telecommunication companies.
Telecommunication companies.
Ferry services.
Ferry services.
Cargo handling.
Cargo handling.
Wow, you're corporate institutions.
They are the corporate.
So do you have a list of all the companies that are collected by, invoiced by the finance manager?
Then I'm going to list company you finance manager be more than their invoice.
Wow. Would you have the list?
Then I'm going to list bobu.
List bi am nako.
Yes, I do.
Can you produce the list?
Then I'm going to use the list me.
Wa dina ko indi.
Yes, I will.
Thank you. The other thing is why is it that the finance manager is the one invoicing the corporate institution?
Then luta finance manager mu nek ko xamne mom mo de invoice corporate institution.
Wa man bima ñëwé lolu la fa fekka.
That is how I find it since I.
But do you know why?
Man nda xam nga luta.
Parce que the reason moy dama fogg ne because they pay directly to the bank.
The reason is that as I think probably they are paying directly to the bank.
So for mom mo de responsibility parce que ñun
that is how I think he is taking the responsibility because of us.
ñun dañu dé bay commercial area bi dama license damal nga invoice commercial area bi.
Then we will leave into invoices in certain areas.
Commercial area.
Yes, commercial areas.
So mom mo de handle corporate institutions.
And he do handle the corporate institutions.
Not corporated. Now
corporate institutions.
Yes. Now the commercial area that you handle.
The commercial area bi nga xamne yow ya ko amé.
The one that you issue invoice.
Nena bi nga xamne yow ya len de jo invoice.
So your revenue collectors are directly under you, correct?
Nena kon dafa melni yow sa revenue collectors yi ñom ci saron lañ nekk.
Waaw suma ron lañ nekk.
Yes, that's correct.
They don't issue invoice.
Nena ñom duñ dé joxe invoice.
ñom dañ dé joxe invoice when it comes to the market so amé market exercise.
They do whenever we have a market exercise.
Aside from that, you are the one who issue invoice.
Nena su dul lolu yow ya dé joxe invoice.
Wow.
Yes.
Now they only collect from people that are given or issued in an invoice.
Nena ñom suñu jël wala suñu def collection dañ dé dem suñu xamné dañ leen saaf invoice ba paré.
Wow.
Yes.
So if there is no, how do they know that shop X is issued an invoice?
Neka ñom naka la ñoo yégué né bitik bi daal am nañ invoice ba paré.
Wa lolu yomana parce que ku nekk da nga am sa zone.
That is very easy because each of you them have your own.
So yow so duggé bokul street.
When you get for instance
for example
street,
di nga mëna xamné shop bi ak shop bi yépp am nañ invoice.
You will know this shop and this shop they all have invoice.
Now how do you know that?
Nena naka ngay xamé lolu?
Comme collector bi naka la ko xamé?
Wow.
Yes.
Lima mean moy mom mu ngi zone am.
Because what I mean here is that he is in his zone.
So any big shop bo xamné amul invoice.
Any big shop that doesn't have an invoice.
There is another unit bo xamné ñoo ñu dé follow.
There are another unit that used to follow us.
Mom lañ doy the inspectorate unit.
We call them the inspectorate unit.
So ñom sen responsibility moy ñu inspect all invoices and all revenue areas.
Their responsibility is to inspect that all these things are served and revenues are collected.
That is not my question.
But
let's follow up on that comment and then on that answer and I come back to my question.
Okay.
We will follow up. No. I am following up on his answer. From his answer. And then I'll come back to my earlier question. So for every collector that goes to a zone, for every collection,
c'est collection boo xam ne def na ko.
For every exercise that they conduct,
te exercise bi nga xam ne def nañ ko tamit.
there's always an inspector with them.
nee na always dañ dee am inspector ku leen dee inspect.
waaw collectors yi suñ dee dem collecte yi.
Yes, whenever they go for collection,
dañ dee move at inspectors.
they move together with the inspectors.
All the time.
man waxtu bu nekk.
no mais léegi-léegi am yeneen engagements duñ dem waaye that is their duty dañ dee dem dañ dee ànd ak ñoom.
Sometimes it may happen they don't go, but that is their duties to be there all the time.
Let's just get your mode of operation.
nee na yow ni nga dee doxalee mbir mi loolu la bëgg a xam.
Not him, you're as in the institution.
nee na su dee yow du yow sa boppa de pour seen institution bi di ngeen di opérer.
What is the arrangement?
nee na naka ngeen di arranger.
Is it that every time a collector goes to their respective zones,
nee na ndaa collector anytime yi nga xam ne dem na si zone am bi.
they are to be accompanied by an inspector?
xanaa seen inspector ñoom moo leen dee toppa wala moo leen dee gunge wala ñoo dee ànda.
non.
no.
li xew mooy.
what happened here is.
collector yi their responsibility mooy.
the responsibility of the collectors.
ku nekk sa zone nga fexe nga clear ko before the end of the year.
Each of the collector in your zone, you need to clear your zone before the end of the year.
Inspectorate seen liggéey.
The inspectorate, their work.
mooy ñu make sure ñu dem ñu inspect na liggéey bi is in proper.
Is make sure they go and inspect to see that the work is in proper.
So sometimes they move along ñoom ñaar collector bi and inspector bi ñu dem def seen liggéey.
Sometimes the two of them they go together, the collector and the inspector.
léegi suñu amee yeneen engagement collector bi mun naa dem def liggéeyam inspector bi def liggéeyam independently.
When they have an engagement, the collector will do his work independently, and the supervisor will do his work, independently.
Now it's clear. Now it's clear. Now you have a team of inspectors.
I'm a team inspector, same team.
No, inspectors, they are not working under me, they are on the audit.
They are not working under me, they are on the audit.
Okay, there are inspectors that are designated under the audit department.
Inspectorate under audit unit. Wow.
The they are all under audit unit.
How many inspectors do you have?
Actually, foog naa ñoom 4 as of now ñoom 3 and ñoom 4 ñoo active.
There are 2, 3 or 4 inactive.
Exactly. So the idea that you've cleared that the idea that they go together wouldn't make sense because you have so many collectors.
Then a console dañ dee dem together nee na loolu du joxe benn sens parce que collectors yi dañ bëri dañ sakan.
You understand?
Exactly.
That cannot happen because I have heard that narrative from 1 or 2 revenue collectors.
Because mu ne dégg naa loolu am na revenue collectors benn ba ñaar loolu la ñu waxoon fii.
That's my point. That cannot be true because
nee na loolu moo du mun a nekk dégg parce que
difference in numbers.
nee na société mooy ñaata nit ñoo dee dem difference in number.
How many collectors do you have under you?
nee na ñaata collectors nga am Sharon?
As of now 7.
7.
And you have the number you have of the inspectors is about 3 or 4.
nee na te wax nga ne inspectors ñoom 3 wala 4.
So they can't monitor the 7 people at the same time.
So ñoom duñu mën a monitor 7 people at the same time.
No, duñu leen mën a monitor at the same time.
No, they cannot monitor them at the same time.
The other issue
nee na beneen issue bi mooy
is what I asked earlier.
mooy lu mu njëkkoon a laajte.
Now, when you issue an invoice,
nee na léegi soo joxee invoice.
let's say in a particular zone you have 10
nee na for instance si benn zone nga am 10
invoices issued.
fukki invoices yi nga xam ne da nga leen joxee foofu.
And there are 5 that are not issued an invoice.
nee na te am na juróom ñi nga xam ne ñooñu jotuñ invoice.
How does the collector in that zone know that this particular business an invoice is issued?
nee na kon collector bu fa nekk naka la day xamee ne business bi mu ñoom ñu jot nañ invoice.
waaw su ma duggee si zone ba pare su ma duggee specific zone ba pare.
when I enter the zone.
su ma paree dama dee alert collector bi ne ko mun ngaa dem invoice naa sa zone yëpp.
Whenever I'm ready, I alert the collector and say to him that your area is having invoice.
So moom daf dee dem shop per shop.
Then he will be following shop to shop.
su demee ba gis ne am na place boo xam ne dugg naa fa fekkuma fa borom business wala bi ma invoice dafa tëj.
Whenever he go to a place and realize that that individual does not have an invoice, whether the time I go there, unfortunately, he was not there, he shut the copy.
Si we return back to me, shop A, B, O, B, it's an oversight.
He will come to me
invoice.
and say to me that this shop was an oversight, they don't have an invoice.
So if there's a shop that doesn't have an invoice,
maybe
because they were issued some time and they paid,
you will
inform that collector in that zone
nena collector bu nek ci zone bobu dang ko yegal
that don't go into the shop because we have already invoiced and he or she has already paid.
nena dang ko yegal wala dang ko wax ne bitik bi mom jatt nga dem fofu parce que dañ ko invoice te fay na ba pare.
No collectors yi ñom duñ dé bay ben shop.
No, they never live in any shop.
So sen waxtu collection si joté duñ dé ci ben shop.
When it is time for collection, they never leave any shop.
When they go to a shop
and
the shopkeeper tells them that they don't have an invoice, that they have already paid, they will come and tell you.
No, lolu munta am amulo invoice saying nga is impossible.
No, that cannot be possible. If you don't get an invoice and you say you have paid already.
Okay. You're not understanding each other.
Do
you invoice all the shops in a particular zone?
Invoice.
Wow.
Yes.
At the same time?
No timeline in 1 week.
At the same time, do you do it at the same time? Zone A, do you invoice all the businesses at the same time?
Zone A, so far invoice the same time.
Yeah, zone A can take me 5 to 6 days.
Zone A can take me 5 to 6 days.
I'm coming. So today zone A have 15 boutique.
For instance, if zone A have 15 shops.
Monday, for instance, Monday I'm 7 boutique you my invoice.
Monday I can't be able to invoice.
Tuesday I'm here and 5 you my invoice.
Then Tuesday I can have 5.
Wednesday the same.
Wednesday the same.
So the zone be
or less until the zone is
and
completed.
Will the collector wait until you are done with the invoicing?
Collector bi dafa tok mu xaar ba yow nga pare
invoice. For the entire zone and they go and collect.
Is that what collect?
Collector bi suma doore be door di invoice.
When I start giving invoice,
be duga ci zone am be collect be invoice 3 to 4 subsets dama ko wax ne ko startal.
When I start in this zone, I started from a shop up to 3 shops. I will alert him and say, now you can start.
But that's what I'm saying.
No,
maybe go to a shop that doesn't have an invoice. That's not possible.
Possible.
We are together. That is possible.
I mean, that is possible.
Whenever
they go to a shop that haven't got any invoice, when they walk past, when the inspectors
I will have information that shop is an oversight.
I'll be informed that there is a shop which was an oversight.
And the inspector may walk with you. You know exactly where I'm driving to. The inspector may also work with you. What I am saying is that it's very easy with the system you have. Because you're in charge.
Because we are responsible for
you issue invoices. They must pay in cash. They are not the corporate bodies.
No,
People pay to the bank. They pay in cash. Do you understand?
Yes.
And so when they pay in cash, and you and the inspector, if the inspector is doing his job, and even the collector, you may decide not to declare a particular 1 or 2 or 3 shops. It's possible.
It's possible, but it have never been accounted for.
Could not. We are not have ever accounted that. When I came, I found this system there.
This is how I was explained to do the job.
This is how I explained for them to do the job.
How all of you managers, that's why you have a lot of money into your account.
That's
why you are rich.
Because
I'm serious.
This
system is broken. Too many lapses in the system. So you and I know it's very easy to manage this revenue collection and account for it if you have the right system in place. Do you understand that? And it's also very easy to divert funds. Because you don't even know the number of new businesses you have. As a license manager.
Well, Council,
I heard you say rich.
With all due respect, man, bima ñëwé Banjul City Council.
When I came to Banjul City Council,
trade license revenue was 24 million a year.
Trade license was 24 million per year.
In 2019, bima jëlé office.
When I resumed office in 2019,
yóbbu nañ ko to $40 million.
I pushed it up to $40 million.
Why do you think that is the case?
Huh?
Why do you think that is the case?
The efficiency of my work.
The efficiency of my work.
I agree. More efficient than the person that was there. Right? It shows that the person that was there was not doing a good job.
No, even he was doing a good job.
You are doing everything the same. That's what you said. Everything was done the same. What you found on the ground is what you were doing. What other new way of collecting revenue did you add? Zero. You had said it yourself.
New revenue collection. But
you were collecting more revenue than the guy that was there before you. Is that not a fact?
Yes.
Yes.
Because the person that was there was suppressing revenue.
No, I don't suppress.
I don't take suppress.
So what was the cost? Tell us.
In 2019, there is an upgraded gazette.
There was an upgraded gazette in 2019. That was
what is the difference?
So gazette make a significant role. I'm not role play.
There is a significant role there.
What is the difference? Tell us.
So let me see. I will guide you a little bit. Pour understand.
With respect to the
gazette.
Yes.
Go to 6.1.
By the way, let me just have the gazette admitted into evidence. We apply to tender the License Act Amendment of Second Schedule Order 2019. The gazette is number 5 of 19 February 2019 into evidence as an exhibit.
The supplement A to the Gambia Gazette number 5 of 19th February 2019, legal notice number 2 of 2019, the License Act Cap 1992.1, which is the License Act Amendment of Second Schedule Order 2019. This License Act, which is the amendment of the second schedule for 2019, is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/FJ/004.
As the Commission places. Now please proceed.
For general trading companies, so I'm on the old gazette.
General trading companies had their own gazette.
No, if you have had the old gazette, so I'm on Market.
Hadn't they had the old gazette?
No. Please repeat what you said.
Money for general trading companies.
The general trading companies.
So long as am old gazette.
Hadn't you have an old gazette?
The large scale companies.
You will see that the large scale companies
in 2018.
In the year 2018,
they were not paying nothing less than $60,000.
They were not paying nothing less than $60,000.
In 2019, they increased to 100,000.
But in 2019, we increased it to 100,000.
What else?
The same goes to the banks.
The same goes to the banks.
With the old gazette.
The old gazette.
They were not paying. Specifically, don't pay. Why?
I'm not specific of what they were paying.
Why? I'm now for sure they don't pay new integrated gazette.
No, let's not speculate.
No,
very well.
And any other?
Nena ak lan ak ban
Cargo handling services.
cargo handling services
Telecommunication companies.
Telecommunication companies.
These are all increments that are made in the new gazette.
These are all increments I made in the new gazette.
Okay, please, you can produce the previous gazette.
2018.
So now, are you changing your story? Is it because of the upgrade? That is why you had more revenue and not necessarily you are more effective?
Nena legi da nga buga change system bi moy operate bo tax nga jëna am yoko xaliss negut ne effectiveness
ñaari yeb la
both of them.
So where do you come in?
Nena for nga fo doré
am bañ ba jox liggéey bi they give me this upgraded one.
When I got the work, I started to upgrade them.
So upgraded one bi la use mbeda bi.
So I was using this upgraded one.
Where is your efficiency?
Nena sa efficiency bi fan la?
Efficiency is applying the job.
Then applying the job.
The same thing that your predecessor was doing.
Nena te yaw li nga def sa ki nga am ne koku mo nga fa fekkon mom ta lola nekkon di def.
Then going by your analogy, if he was also upgraded, he will also collect the same amount.
Nena su fekke ne mom dafa ko upgrade on da nga gis ne yaw li nga won di jot fofu mom ta lola mo di collect.
There is a possibility suñ ko upgraded mo collect li ma collect.
A possibility when it is upgraded he cannot collect what I collected.
Look, the fact that you don't have a list of the new businesses every year.
Nena dega bi moy bi nga xamne dem nga be do de am list of new businesses at bu neka.
You don't have that.
Nena am lo lolu.
Council new businesses in Banjul is not that significant bu xamne daf de bari fa ega 100 wala even 100 sa lu ko
new businesses in Banjul are not significant that would rise up to 100. Nena su neke ben sa.
No, it's not the number, even if it is one. We have to have the records so that we know what you are collecting. A new business can be operating for 2, 3, 4 years and no revenue is collected.
New business munna door dem be ñaari at ñetti at feka feeñ dara ken musta collect fofu.
No, amna yo xamne it's not all that I know. Nang lim wax degal la nekul ne yeb xamna ko.
Yes, that is true. It doesn't mean that I knew them all.
Why amna businesses yo xamne new businesses lañ 2023 yeb man mako indi ñu invest.
I know most of the new businesses 2023 I registered them.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
have monopoly over these numbers. That's why I said the financial transactions that you guys have it's mainly from the money that you generate, from the money that you have been paid. You understand? We all live in this country.
Why man duñ ma dey fay xaliss?
But I'm not paid anymore.
But you issue invoice.
Yes.
Invoice.
And you manage the people that collect the revenue. You decide where revenue is collected. You decide who you issue invoice.
That is true.
That is why you are the central figure. So the revenue collectors, they are just minor. I'm just calling them minor in the sense with respect to your grade. What you tell them to do is what they do. Where you tell them to go is where they go.
No, Council, if you know the narratives of Banjul, when commercial areas.
If you know the narratives of Banjul commercial areas.
It's very difficult to buy bitik bo xamne invoice loko.
It will be very difficult for you to escape a shop without invoicing it.
We don't go alone.
I repeat this, we don't go alone. We have people supervising us.
Who assesses these businesses?
Then a business can more than they assess.
Assessment. I do. With the revenue overseer, the advisor to council. It's two of us.
Yes. So please speak Wolof.
Aye. Sorry.
Very well.
You can speak if you want to any time.
No. I'm sorry.
Yes. You do the assessment.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
And so you know the assessment is very important, correct?
Then I'm going to assessment the farm fighter.
Wow.
Yes.
You decide how much a certain shop should pay.
Wow.
If you decide that they pay 50,000, they pay 50,000.
Then 50,000 bola ñoo fay.
If you decide 10, they pay 10.
So ne 10,000 bobu la ñoo fay.
So a shop that is to pay $50,000, if you decide they should pay $30,000, they'll pay $30,000.
Neena legi bitik bo xamne war nañ fay 50,000 ya so leen legi pay leen 30,000 bobu la ñoo fay.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, they are everyone. The entire Banjul is at your mercy.
Neena Banjul yeb bobu mom sa lola.
When it comes to license.
So sété ci license.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the issue. So now, how sure are we that you are correctly assessing the revenue?
Neena kon nak la ñu gomé né dëgg la yow ya nga sa assessment bi dafa nekk loo xam ne lu war wala dëgg la dafa jub.
Anyway man am na li ma mën a wax mooy.
All I need to say is
I'm not perfect. Mënu ma wax ne suñ ma toppee dinañ gis any gap. Mënu ma wax ne loolu is impossible.
I can't say that I'm perfect. If I am followed, there will be no gap.
waaye li ma la bëggoon mooy I'm 90%, 95% sure ne suma liggéey is accurate.
And for me, I am sure 95% of my work.
I doubt that. I doubt that. So, for instance, you know, you have for instance, the tradesmen.
Yes.
So the tradesmen.
On page 3.
Page 3.
6.1.
Page 3 of the Gazette. You will see it will tell you letter writers, tailoring workshop with Dawme machine.
Yeah, tailoring shops, Dawme machine.
Per machine is 500.
Machine bunega 500.
The ones with roofing machine. Per machine is $1,000.
Machine bunega $1,000.
The ordinary machine.
Ordinary machine
is 250.
Bobu 250.
You understand?
Yes.
And it's per machine.
Yes.
So if a shop has 10 machines, and you decide to invoice them or classify them as the one having 5 machines, you have the discretion. You have the discretion.
Yeah, I'm a discretion.
But it doesn't go that way.
But it doesn't go like that.
How does it go?
So be there, instead of 10 machines, I'm going to 5.
If you write, instead of 10, you write 5.
Inspectors are coming.
The inspectors are coming.
They
will know that exactly, instead of 5, this man is having 10.
But no. See, this is not how it works. The inspectors, they don't inspect all these businesses. They don't.
No.
They don't even have that manpower. You and I know this.
No, when it comes to tailoring,
they don't inspect all these businesses. Do they?
Inspect businesses.
Do we have an inspection of all these businesses?
What I mean here
No, wait.
I'm coming.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Let's get the facts right, because we will, if there's inspection, there will be a report for it.
Inspection
For all the businesses, that doesn't happen. Does that happen?
I want to explain
something.
Go ahead.
When it comes to the tailoring, then I'm specific time when they them.
We have specific time where we normally go.
During feast period.
That's feast period.
Moi korite ak tobaski.
Korite and tobaski.
Moi time bobu lañ dé mëna jampul invoice tailoring bi.
That is the time we used to go to invoice the tailors.
Ba paré suñ dé dem all collect, huh?
Why?
Then parce que during feast so amut.
Without fish,
bitik yu bari ti tailoring lañ dé tej.
Some of the tailoring shops are closed.
So for
that's not correct.
No, I'm coming.
That is not correct.
No,
that cannot be true. That cannot be true. You guys talk as if we don't all live here.
No, if
you say there's a peak period, it makes sense. It's a period they are busy the most. It makes sense. But to sell the narrative that most of the shops will close this is where they get their, these are seasoned tailors. That's their profession.
I know what I'm telling you.
Most of these tailors, they are not Gambians.
So most of these people are not Gambians.
So most likely, you better soon them a corridor.
Some when they go for corridor,
they
don't come back up to my corridor.
So no, I'm coming.
Go ahead.
So before the feast, that's the peak period. You are right.
If you say before the feast, that is the peak period.
Why feast be so passé?
Well, after the feast.
So on demain marché la yangi ut ñawkat.
If you go to the market, you are looking for a tailor.
It's impossible. Majority of them don't get parce que dañ la wax ne julli ji nañ.
Of them will not be seen because they tell you that they have gone for prayer.
So peak period bi mom you are right. Bobu moy feast time.
Peak period, you are right, that is the feast.
Why after feast bi tam dañ dey close. Bobu I can take that time ma wax deug la parce que ñu bari dañ dem julli ji. Te ci dekuñ fi.
They used to close because they go for Tabaski. They are not citizens here.
Tailoring 90% of business is not Gambian.
The tailors, 95% of tailors or tailoring, they are not Gambian.
So ñu bari dañ dem julli ji.
Yes.
Listen to what the witness says and you interpret it correctly. He did
Well,
not say 95, he said 90.
90%?
Yes.
Of
Please
the tailors.
concentrate and interpret right.
Very well. They are not Gambians.
So after the feast, nobody dañ dem julli ji.
So from the feast, many of them go back for prayers.
They come back. Most of them come. They come back.
Of course, they do come back.
When they come back after the feast, what do they do?
They
go back to work.
Then they go back to work.
But that's my point.
You cannot get access to these people the whole year. Specific time.
This is why I said you cannot have access to these people all the time. You need to have special time to get them.
2 weeks after a feast of like Korite.
You cannot wait until 2 weeks after the Korite. You go there to say for them to pay. You cannot find them. You must know their peak period and the time they have monies.
This amount they pay. I will never agree with you on that because Gambia, most people will have a travel during Tabaski and Korite. Most people. They go back. Here to Senegal, to you name it, or even within the Gambia, they go back to the rural area. After the feast, they come back. So most of the tailors, because people still need to do their tailoring activities. We're from families. And Christmas is coming, Easter is coming, all the feasts we have Christmas time in this country. It's a booming business. It's very lucrative, you all know that. Now the other issue is we have discussed the issue of the machines and how you invoice them and how you have the discretion. The first question is if you are issuing the invoice at the time of, let's say, Tabaski. Do you go with an inspector?
I go with the whole license team.
I go with the whole license team.
Is the license team the inspectorate team?
No.
License team inspector's team?
No. Inspectorate is on the audit. They are
inspectorate are on the audit.
Let me ask again. Do you go with inspectors?
Under inspectors?
No.
Exactly. You don't go with inspectors, and then as far as you're concerned, they will only be here for a very short period, and they go back.
So if
you people give them an invoice that's far less than what they are supposed to pay, it's less than what they are to pay. Now how would anyone ever find out? Because you don't have an inspector.
Well, inspectors, it's not my responsibility. For
inspectors, it's not my responsibility for me to delegate them where
I agree.
I'm supposed to go.
My responsibility is what to be pull madam invoice tailoring. I take my team, entire team, you song
my responsibility is that when it is time, I take my team and I go to serve the invoices.
So I agree.
Okay.
But you choose your own time.
And your
time is just the peak period. And you go with your team. You issue the invoice. You assess. You have the discretion alone to do the assessment. They are here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They go back. Do you see the gap?
Nena gis nga gap bi.
No, I'm
Do you agree there's a gap?
Yes, there is a gap.
There is a gap.
Gap bi nga wax moy dañ la any time of the year waron lañ leen mëna invoice.
The gap is that every time of the year we can be able to invoice.
The gap is that in your manner of invoicing them,
Nena ni nga yow ni nga lay joxe wala ni nga leen de joxe invoices.
you cannot be held accountable.
Nena si yoon bobu kenn du la mëna held account.
They cannot fact check you.
Nena kenn du la mëna check be xam
Because
ni.
the time you have chosen to do the assessment,
Jamana bi nga xam ne bobu nga tana pour def sa assessment bi.
you had made it to look so abrupt
Nena mun na nekk yow da nga set jamana bi nga xam ne bobu mo ba si yow.
that there would not be any convenient time for accountability.
Nena pour nga gis ne so defé jamano bobu da nga gis ne ben accountability du mëna am bi nga xam ne bobu mom da la feñal.
Wow, li xew moy dia every end of year.
What happened every end of year?
Dañ def market exercise.
We do have market exercise.
All if ñepp day ñew security,
All come there securities,
the
combination.
license department
License department
and inspectorate.
and inspectorate.
So dañ dem pour recover pour market.
We go to recover the market.
So bobu tam daf day nek exercise ci bopam pour nga xamne gis nañ oversight yo xamne amuñ won tam.
That exercise is special to see that all these labs or in the market.
But going by your theory, they have already gone.
Nena wa so set yow sa theory bi dafa fekk yow li nga wax fi dafa fekk ñoom dem nañ.
Most places have closed.
Place yu bari tej nañ.
Why am comme nga two peak periods la Korité ak Tabaski.
We have two peak periods, Korité and Tabaski.
The ones that have closed may not be the ones that have come back.
Nena ñu tej ñu dem mun na nekk ñooñu duñu wañeeku ñu ñew du nekk ñoom. Duñu nekk benn.
Why most likely suñ def exercise.
But most likely when we very well.
His question.
Very well. Council may I be guided.
The ones that have gone back
Nena ñoo xam ne dem nañ.
may not be the ones that are coming.
Nena mun na nekk ñooñu du nekk benn ñuy dellu ñuy weñuwaatu. Ñeneen ñooy ñëw waaye du ñooñu.
Wa lool possibility la.
Yes, there is a possibility.
No, it's the highest possibility.
Nena boobu highest boobu moo jël nekk highest possibility.
No, lu ma jël highest possibility.
I will not take as a highest
How
possibility.
sure are you the ones that have gone are the ones that
Nena yow naka
come
nga ko mel
subsequently?
ñoo xam ne dem nañ ñëwaatut waaye ñu ñëw nekkut ne ñooñu ñoo dem ñoom tam ñeneen
Parce que
la.
market bi tailoring yi yëpp dañ am shop dañ am zones.
The tailoring at the market they have shops and they have zones.
That's why I told you
Nena lii moo tax mu ne la woon.
that it's an ongoing business.
Nena nekk na business boo xam ne dafa nekk di continuer di
That the
dem.
narrative that they close and they go home is not correct.
Bi nga waxee fii dañ dee tëj ñu ñibbi nee na loolu moo tax mu ne la loolu du
That's why I said
dëgg.
that.
Nee na loolu moom du dëgg because of business la.
Waaw dañ dee tëj ñu dem ñu ñëwaat.
They close door and come back.
Now, the machines,
There are machines.
for instance, the tailoring shop, when you have, let's say, 5 machines, 6 machines,
Nee na comme soo demee si kanting tailoring shop nga fekk fa juróom kanting wala juróom machine wala juróom benn machine.
and you do this assessment,
Nee na nga def sa assessment bi.
do you write it down?
Nee na da nga ko dee binda.
Waaw daf dee nekk système parce que invoice book bi.
It is in the system because of the invoice.
Invoice book bi su delloo back to BC suñ delloo Banjul City Council.
When we go back to the city council,
dañ ko dee input si data bi.
we input it in the data.
No. Do you have, not the invoice, do you have an assessment report to show that there are 10 shops in these zones, 10 shops in this zone, and XYZ have 5 machines, 3 machines? Do you have that?
Mu ne waaw si invoice bi de nee na waaye
type of machines.
soo demee si book bi si register bi ndax da ngeen dee bind ne kii workshop am bi naka machine moo fa nekk juróom machine wala nanga machine laa fa fekka.
Waaw
loolu la moo laajte.
waaw li xew mooy.
What happened
su
here?
ñooy dem for example su ñooy dem in 2024.
For instance,
2025 bi su ñooy dem.
25 this year 25 if we are going.
dañuy dem ñu jël data dañuy jël ñu dem jël data bi.
We will go and collect the data.
The previous data bi 2024.
That is the previous data of last year 2024.
boobu lañ dee jël ñu reconcile ko ak business bi nekk on the ground.
We take that and reconcile that with the business on the ground.
waaye léegi la nga dem fekk business bi tailoring bi yokk na yeneen ñetti machine wala ñaar.
But sometimes you go, you find out that the business has been increased. He brought about 3
Do
to
you
4
have an
machines.
assessment report?
Nee na yaa ngi am assessment report.
Now today, if I want to just go around,
Nee na tey su bëggee dem round.
can I get a report from you
Nee na mun na jot report sa loxo.
to know that you had stated that shop A has 10 machines,
Nee na pour wane ne shop A moom mu ngi amee fukki machine.
3 of which is dummy machine,
Te ñettay si yooyu daaw mi machine la.
and the 7 is roofing machine?
7 boobu briefing machine la.
Will I have that?
Yes.
That is clear.
Yes.
We can have that information.
Yes.
nee naa boobu leer na daa mun na am information boobu.
Can you produce it?
Yes, dinaa ko produce.
Yes, I will produce it.
When?
nee na kañ.
Before the weekends, inshallah.
Before the weekends.
All right, thank you. From 2019.
no nga jógee ko 2019.
Correct?
Okay.
Please write that down.
mu ne nga bind ko pour nga bañ a fàtte.
Tailoring.
Now, the payment for the license, is it every year? Is it yearly? It covers them for the year?
nee na lancé su ñooy fay lancé ndaa pour at bi yëpp la.
Wow.
Yes.
So, if you have 2 machines, you're paying, and they are, let's say, briefing machine, you're paying $1,000 for the entire year.
nee na soo amee ñaari machine te yooyu yëpp briefing machine la dafa mel ni at bi yëpp ñaari junni ngay fay.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, if you go, let's say, during Tubaski,
nee na comme léegi su fekkee ne jamono Tabaski la.
and you find, no, if they decide to pay a shop pays in January,
nee na su fekkee ne bitig bi fay na weeri January.
they have 2 machines.
nee na ñaari machine lañu am.
Briefing machines, it will be $2,000.
nee na briefing machine ñaar ñu dem $2,000.
And they've already paid.
nee na te fay nañ ba pare.
Do you understand?
Yes. We are together.
nee na leer
Understand
na.
now?
Yes.
And then in the next month, they have about 4 or 5 machines.
nee na weer bu si toppa ñu am ñaar wala ñeneenti machine.
How would you know?
wala juróom machine. nee na yow sa bopp naka nga yégee lii.
Well, somebody that paid in January, comme ni nga ko waxee.
Yes, if somebody paid in January, as you said.
By the time may dugg si market bi pour ñu dem tailoring.
At the time you go to the market for tailoring.
mu am additional another 3.
And you have another additional machines.
waaw man suma boppa dama dee def overview dama dee jamaat si li ma liggéeyoon.
For me, sometimes I do overview. I go and check all the places that I have.
So any additional machine bu ma gis.
Any additional machine that I saw.
boobu dañ ko am pour invoice at.
Then you need to be invoiced.
If you decide not to invoice it.
nee na soo xalaatee ne doo ko invoice.
You have too much power.
nee na am nga doole
as license manager.
comme yow yaay manager.
Too much discretion.
mu ne te sa xalaat bi yëpp la ngay doxalee.
With public funds, I don't think that makes sense.
nee na te xaalis mbooloo mi foog ne loolu yoon la. nee na nangu nga.
If you decide not to invoice that.
nee na soo xalaatee léegi doo ko invoice nag.
waaw loolu possibility la if I decide.
It's a possibility.
So we are talking about so many businesses like we are just using the tailoring shop.
nee na façon business bi la ñoo waxee waaye tailoring shop la ñoo jël as an example.
As an example.
nee na as an example.
The same thing happens with the beverage vendors.
nee na beverage vendors yi tamit noonu la.
Non-alcoholic beverage vendor is paying $5,000.
nee na ñoo xam ne non-alcoholic vendors ñoom juróomi junni la ñoo fay.
For wholesale, retail $3,000.
For wholesale, retail $3,000.
Liquor vendor on license $7,000.
Liquor vendor on license bar $7,000.
Wholesale $5,000.
Wholesale $5,000.
Retail $3,000.
Retail $3,000.
And you have, because of these classifications,
nee na si classification si.
you cannot and should not have the ultimate decision to decide.
nee na yow amuloo kon warugal pour yow sa bopp nga toog di xalaat ñaata la ñu war a fay.
You cannot do that.
nee na warloo def loolu.
There's a flaw in the system, right?
nee na soo seetee tapale mu ngi fa de si liggéey.
But this is the system.
There's a gap in the system.
nee na boobu gaab la bi nga xam ne pour tapale mun na bokk si.
waaw moom this is the system boo xam ne moom laa fa fekk.
This is the system that I found.
I agree.
te ñoom moom mboolem ko amoo sa amee license yëpp nii nga doon liggéeyee.
nee na nangu na whether you have license or not, that is the way they were working.
I agree.
nee na nangu na.
But I'm just saying that you will accept.
nee na yow da ngaa nangu.
That is too much discretion for the license manager.
nee na pour yow sa bopp am nga ay xalaat li nga xam ne yow yaay license manager am nga discretion.
For the or a license manager, any license manager, whether you are there or it's not you, the office of the manager of license has too much discretion.
nee na ndaa yow fa nekk wala nekkuloo fa waaye lu mu lay wane mooy office license manager dafa am discretion yu bëri.
If the person decides to, you think you are honest. If the person decides not to be honest and
nee na
decides
yow
to steal,
xalaat nga ne da nga jub waaye keneen ki su ñëwee ku fa nekk wala kuy ñëw toog foofu mu xone sut nag.
it's very clear, very easy to.
nee na loolu dafa yomba si moom.
Do you agree with that?
pour mu def tafa.
Very, very easy.
yes
nee na dafa yomba.
But how sure are we
nee na
that you are not doing the same thing?
ñun naka la ñoo góome ne yow doo def façon yooyu.
That is
wala
why when we
lu
look at
mel ni
your
loolu.
bank statement,
nee na su seetee sa bank statement bi.
it's a problem.
nee na am na doole de.
Now you see why it is a problem.
nee na gis nga lu tax moom nekk problème.
because of discretion gap bi nga wax.
Because of discretion gap you are saying.
because of the monopoly of power,
the monopoly of power,
discretion you have in relation to deciding who pays what, when they pay it, how they pay it. That is the issue.
That is true, but as I said earlier on,
when I came in 2019,
this
is how I was guided to do the job.
This is how I was guided to go ahead with the job.
Unless there are questions, we will wait for, yes, this person.
Mr. Ndow, you have told the Commission that the revenue for licensing alone in 2014, that
2019.
In 2018, sorry.
Yes.
Was 24 million.
Yes.
Yes. And in 2019, it was 40 million.
Yes.
Yes. So there is a differential of 16 million.
Yes.
Now, please provide for us, and you note it, in 2020, how much did you make?
Okay.
In 2021, how much did you make? In 2022, up to 2023.
Okay, from 2019 to 2023?
Yes.
Okay, ma.
Yes, because you started off with 40 million.
Okay.
Now, how would you, because council has given you a scenario of the showing machines and then the wholesales for drinks, and he has referred you to the Gazette, that is the pricing.
Yes.
So in a circumstance where a shopkeeper is selling both wholesale and retail, how do you invoice that person? Interpreter, please.
Very well. Nena soko sete council bi amna lu mu wax fi ci mbiri nank ni ngeen de defé sen invoice bi moy for instance machine yi nga xamné ñawkat yi ak ño xamné dañoo jaay drinks wala lenen légui loolu la bëgga pour nga léral ko naka ngeen de defé ci Gazette bi nga xamné bobu ngeen de use as guidelines.
Waaw suñu amé scénario bo xamné di same business mu ngi def wholesale and retail.
When we have a scenario like the person doing wholesale and retail,
dafa ampul entail ñaari invoice.
Then you need to entail 2 invoices.
Now, how would we be sure that this explanation you have given is captured in your cash books or in the cash book of the collectors?
Nena legi ñun naka la ñoo léré ci ñun wala naka la ñoo gomé né yow li nga natali fi yépp lolu ni ko waxé non la amé non wala non la démé ci sen yow sa sen cash book wala gaay ñom sen cash book. Andana.
The business like liquor vendors.
The business like liquor vendors.
Fogna in Banjul as now for ben ñaar lañ amé.
We have 1 or 2.
Ben mi nekk Hill Street, ben ba ngi nekk McDonald.
And the one in McDonald and the other one
in Hill Street.
In Hill Street.
The ñaar yoy yep retail lañ nekk di def.
And all the 2 are doing retail.
No, what I ask you is very clear. What I'm asking is that in a situation where a wholesaler is at the same time doing retail, and you have answered the question. You said you will invoice the person. You will give the invoice. You will invoice the
business.
The business. You will give the business owner 2 invoices.
Yes.
So fekké né nit ko xamné kéna ki mu ngi def wholesale mu ngi def retail mom mi nga xamné mom kéna naka ngeen dé def yow tontu nga fofu né de ngeen dé ta mo lolu so len ko yégué dafa wara fay ñaari invoice wala ñaari invoice ngeen ko wara jox.
Exactly.
So
yes.
Now my question is, how would you reflect that in your cash book, and how would the collectors reflect that in their cash book?
Nena lolu lu moy laajte moy légui lolu naka nga koy def naka la mo reflecter ci sa cash book ak collectors yi nga xamné dañoo ñew sa gannaaw pour collect ñolu lolu naka la mo reflecter ci sen cash book.
Wa dafa nek for example invoice bi suy dem dafa nek Mr. so and so.
For instance, when the invoice we are serving the invoice, it should be in the name of Mr. So and so.
Liquor vendor wholesale.
Wholesale.
Liquor vendor.
Liquor vendor wholesale. Liquor vendor wholesale.
But then dafa the same Mr. So nga dafa retail bi.
And the same time you repeat the same Mr. So and you make retail.
Nga dafa lat ko retail charges am.
Then there you do the details for the charges.
So invoice bu nek daf day and as receipt bopam.
So every invoice have his own receipt.
So collector bi su ñëwé dafa jël ben invoice number bi daf da ko day indicate receipt am bi.
When a collector came, he will take the invoice and put it.
We have seen where collectors collect
gis nañ foo xam ne collecteurs yi dañ collect.
they will use one receipt.
benn receipt rek la ñoo use.
instead of using 2 DCR receipts.
mu ne su fekkee bi nga xam ne dañu war a use ñaari GTR receipt benn la ñoo use.
So what I'm trying to put across is that.
nee na léegi li mu yéen pour nga leeral ko mooy.
the system has so much loopholes.
nee na soo seetee système bi dafa am ay pax yu bëri yi nga xam ne.
which will not allow you.
bi nga xam ne ñun duñu la nangu pour yow.
to have a clear. To have a proper and clear reconciliation.
bi nga xam ne loolu du la mën a doo mën a am proper and clear reconciliation.
Is that correct?
nee na ndaalo du dëgg.
Loopholes, parce que when it comes to this type of, comme ni nga explain nii, pour benn receipt ñu indicate ko si ñaari.
I'm making a general statement.
moom general statement.
General statement, okay.
Yes.
I understand.
Is that correct?
nee na ndaalo du dëgg.
Yes. Council, yes, you can proceed.
Now I have only one question. The 2019.
Yeah, I think 2019.
Is there any bank payment there? Any bank that shows in the record that payment made for the year?
On the 2019, I'm not failing. I'm not definitely going to bank payment.
Well, bank payment is a munanega. Because I'm not best.
Just sample. I just want sample.
A sample.
I want a sample for.
We are said in the 2018, but
2019.
So.
2019 gasola.
Or 2023.
Okay,
or 2023.
You check page.
Just tell me the bank.
No, the bank is.
Which bank is that?
No, the bank will indicate to you fee.
The bank is not indicated.
How much did they pay?
100,000.
100,000.
But what we have in 2019 Gazette?
No, I'm on 2023.
I am at 2023.
Yeah, I understand. This is 2019 Gazette. This applies, right?
Yes.
Then I saw the 2019 Gazette. Bita Bokana.
Yeah, the 2019 Gazette is applicable to payments for 2023.
Yes.
Then Bokana 2023 Fabi Gazette be Bokana. Yes.
So I am going through the 2019 tariff that has been gazetted.
Yeah.
Then the 2019 tariff
to try to understand some of the payments.
Then I understand.
I see so many differences in relation to what the amount that is on the tariff.
Then I saw the amount being money tariff. I'm not difference.
And what is supposed to be paid. What I have.
Then
as by way of gazette for banks.
Then I see gazette be. Money gazette be for bank, banks.
And again, well, I will make that comment later. Is if you have 1 to 3 cashiers.
Then I saw cashier.
They have to pay $300,000.
Then you want to pay $300,000.
4 cashiers.
Then I put them 4 cashiers.
$350,000.
$350,000.
5 cashiers or more.
5 cashiers. $450,000.
$450,000. Then why would that bank pay $100,000?
Then our bank being $100,000 in a fee.
They must question me, Buba. Any payment from commercial with them bank?
I don't hear you well. I thought you are asking me about the payment, commercial payment that have been taken to the bank.
That has paid me.
No, I don't think I have it
You
here.
don't have it there?
No, I don't think I have. Unless you ask me to come along.
Corporate.
Yes.
Corporate, yes. You asked me to come along.
In 2018, we have Zenith Bank.
In the 2018, you have Zenith Bank?
Yeah, 2018, we have a bank payment showing in your
bank payment.
yes
2018.
18.
Zenith Bank.
Zenith Bank.
$200,000 in 2018.
18 or 19?
$200,000.
The trade license register for 2018.
No, I'm not there 2018. 2019.
I know.
Yes. Okay.
I know. I'm just saying whether there's a possibility you have bank payment in that.
Possible bank payment.
No bank payment never fee.
No, there is no bank payment here.
It's time, Chairperson. We'll close with the witness once we come back. Break.
We rise.